Hi guys, and if you're new here, my name is Stephanie. For the others, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video is gonna be an untitled, so don't be mad at me. Sometimes I'm gonna explain why I don't want to buy some product, but it's not always like in a mean way, you know? So before to jump into the video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, to do the thumbs up if you like this type of video, and to follow me on my social media. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So I'm right now on trend mood, and I'm gonna see the Rare Beauty eyeshadow palette. This I will not buy for the only reason that this shade I already had like 1,000 palette like this. I don't know how they swatch and everything. I didn't really see a YouTube video on it, but it's only because I already had this shade not just one time but a million times in my palette, and that's the only reason why. It's not on the mean way that I don't want to buy this palette, it's only just because I already have this type of shade. So yeah. Next, this from Fenty Beauty, the gloss who came in this jar. This, I only see this like in a good way for makeup artists who need to scrape off some product to put on their clients, because you never do the double dipping stuff when you do clients. But otherwise, for day-to-day person, I just don't know why you want a gloss like this. It's just not sanitizing because you need to put your finger on it. They said, oh, you can put on your jeans when you go outside, but when it's super hot outside, everything's gonna melt and you're gonna have lipstick all around your bag, all around your clothes. So I just don't know why they came out with this. I would prefer that they came out with a palette with some of their glosses for makeup artists. Just, I don't know why they came out with stuff like this. It's weird for me. It's just, and it's not a new shade. This is in the shade Fenty Glow, so the original shade. I love the shade, I love Fenty, but this I don't understand. Because if they want to target the makeup artists out there, just bring a palette with all their glosses in it and I will buy it for my kids. But otherwise, this is pointless, in my opinion. The makeup wipe. This is by Anastasia Beverly Hills, but I saw the makeup wipe by Makeup by Mario. Just don't use makeup wipe, never ever again. Use the makeup eraser, use an oil, but not makeup wipe first. It's not good for the hurt because it's just stuff that you threw after one wipe, and it's not good for your skin, you know? So I'm gonna buy the makeup wipe. And if you really want a makeup wipe, if you're like stubborn about this and you said I just really want my makeup wipe, go to Costco. You're gonna have at this price like a million of makeup wipe. But otherwise, don't use makeup wipe. It's not good for your skin. After that, it's crazy how lately we doesn't have a lot of stuff who came out. I don't know if it's good or if it's bad, because I don't know if it was last year or the year before, it was so hard to keep up with the makeup release, but this year is just I don't know. And when we had a release, it just sad a little bit. Am I alone who think like this? Do you think we don't have a lot of release lately, or it's me? I don't know. The Friends collection by Makeup Revolution. I love Friends so much. One of the best show ever after The Office, in my opinion, but one of the best show. It's so good, but I don't know, if it doesn't like really talk to me. The palette are a little bit I just don't know where they pick the shade. It doesn't said friends to me, you know? It just like the color palettes, like this one is most beautiful than this one. This one is a little bit sad for me. It just the same shade all over again. It's just a same warm palette that we see a million times before, that nobody's gonna really need. Like, people who gonna buy this palette is really like the true friends, fans. Otherwise, everybody had already a palette who looks like this, with these type of shade. The packaging looks pretty good. It's a little bit meh, but it looks good. I never really tried Makeup Revolution, and I know it's pretty much a hit or a miss, so maybe this collection will be very good, or maybe this collection will be crap AF. So before to buy this, if you're really a true fan, just watch few review on it. I know that Roxanne do a review on it. I saw it on my timeline. So just go watch some review to see if it's good or not, because Makeup Revolution are never in the middle. They are good or they are very bad, so keep that in mind. These Makeup Obsession palette, the Tortoise collection by Huda Beauty, they look stunning. Huda Beauty shadow are good, but like I said, these shade, I already have these a million times in my collection. The warm shade are in all palette right now. We don't need any more warm palettes. These, if you're not you're starting your makeup kit, you're not having like a good warm palette, these will be good. Like, you have the toffee brown, caramel brown, and chocolate brown, and the matte, like in the caramel one and the they are pretty much looking all the same. Like, on your eyes, you're not gonna be able to see the difference between all these mattes. And for a 9-pen shadow palette, you need to add like very different kind of shade, because otherwise, what's the point? What's the point to have four matte in a palette that looks pretty much the same, that when you're gonna apply on your lids and blend, they're gonna look the same, you know? Next, Too Faced. We need to talk, really. Too Faced was like 4 or 5 years ago, 5 years ago, Too Faced was the brand. Like, we came out with cool stuff, we came out with cool packaging and beautiful palettes, but now you need to fire someone. Seriously, you need to fire your person who came out with some idea, because this, first, the packaging in this picture, at least, because I never see it in real life, but this look cheap. And the shade, it just looks like a mix of the chocolate bar with something else. Like, it's a boring palette. This is... Look at those shades. They are just so sad, and just it doesn't came really good on more like tan skin. This is not dark skin, this is tan skin, and it's not looking that great. And oh my god, look at the glittery shade. It looks so patchy. This is a sad collection. This is how Too Faced work lately. This is... Do you remember the last thing that Too Faced came out with and you just was crazy about it? I had to think. Maybe what? The Peach collection, I would say, was the last one that I look at it and I was like, wow, this collection is everything. But this collection is out, like, I think it's discontinued now, this collection. So this is a long time ago. And how much is it, this palette? I need to see. 45 bucks. So in Canadian this will be most expensive because it's always like that, but it's 45 bucks. Yeah, American dollars, US dollars. So this will be like 53 Canadian, something like this, around this. Oh, you can have so much stuff, like better eyeshadow palette with this. This mascara by Dragun Beauty. First, when you do a mascara campaign, don't put falsies that you can see. Like, just hide a falsies, but don't, I don't know, you're selling mascara. If you put like dramatic falsies, what's the point? You know? So, and I don't love the one on it. It's so tiny. Look at the campaign. Like, I don't know how it's performed, this mascara, because she had a falsie on. And obvious falsie, not like, does she have falsie or does she, it is her natural lashes? No, it's obvious. So why? I don't know what's this mascara do for your lashes because I can see it, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna pass on this one. I'm gonna add 2 more products to be sure that this video is not gonna take an hour and a half to watch. This ColourPop, how it's called, Lemoncello collection. ColourPop released too much collection. Like, it's hard to keep up with them. Like, you buy something, it's already out. I don't know. It's crazy how they release so much stuff. But with all these release, sometimes palettes gonna look a little bit the same, I would say, because they release like 20 stuff per month. So one day some palettes gonna look the same, the shade's gonna look the same, because it's too much. So this palette, like, I love the pop of blue in the palette, but the other shade looks like something that I've already seen from them. So, you know, I don't know. And again, this shade, I know it's Lemoncello collection, so they need to be warm yellow kind of look, but this shade, we already had those shades, we already see those shades, we already had like 13 palettes with this kind of shade. So do you need more warm tone kind of shade, like mustardy look? No. The brush looked good with the yellow wand. The stick looked good. I didn't even try the stick. I don't know if they are good or not. The gloss looks pretty good. Shadow sticks. Oh, I love these shadow sticks. And they had a glowing spray, body soul shimmer, glitter shimmer. It's pretty much the palette that I will not buy from this collection because, like I said, I already had like 1,000 palette who looks like this, so I don't need more color like this. And my last product that I will not buy is these Dior single eyeshadow. I don't know for you, but for me, single eyeshadow will just go to my makeup collection and I will not touch them ever, just because I prefer to open a palette and see what I want to do with this, then just grab like 1,000 single eyeshadow and work with this. If I buy single eyeshadow, I want to depot them and put this on a magnetic palette, but these are from Dior, so you don't want to mess this stuff. So you don't want to depot them and just broke all the shadow, because they are, how much? They are 30 bucks. So in Canadian, this will be around 40 bucks per eyeshadow. So this is crazy. So you don't want to depot them. at all, but like if I buy single eyeshadow, I will buy like the MAC, the Makeup Forever, something like this that I can do a palette with this. What can I do with 10 eyeshadow, single eyeshadow in front of me who cost me almost 40 bucks? That's insane. I don't know if they perform well. I hope so. I hope they are good, because otherwise this is just laughing at people, because seriously, this is fucking crazy. So because my battery will die, I will close this video now. So I hope you like this Untitled. What you will not buy at all? Leave me that down below, and I will see you soon on a next video. Bye guys.